Hello everyone, this is Margot from Celestory, and today we will see how to set up true and false condition. So this tutorial will be based on a pre-existing example from Celestory that you can find as it's entitled Condition True False within our examples, and it has been pre-edited for the benefit of the tutorial. As you'll see, it is based around the movie Matrix. So to start, the very first step you need to do in order to set up true and false condition will be to create a variable. So to do so, you need to go into the main menu, which is the big blue button at the top of your screen, which is the name of your project. And then you can go under variables. As you can see, you can add a variable, and there's a number of different variables that exist. So images, number, etc. The one we will be choosing is the Boolean variable, as it is the true and false type. And we can name it, for example, red pill taken, as we're following the matrix example. As you can see, the default value of your variable will be false, but you can change it to true if you want to. For now, we'll leave it up to false. So like in the movie Matrix, following the storyline, our user will be faced with a choice that you can find within this very first choice block to either take a red pill or a blue pill. So as you can imagine, the storyline will be then divided within two branches corresponding to the choice the user will have made, and it can then be reconnected later along the storyline by a common block. But now we need to change the value of our variable red pill taken. So to do so, we need to create an assign block. The assign block has the feature to change the value of the variable when the storyline passes through this block. So to create an assign block is very simple. You can click right on an empty space in your graph and then add block. We have the assign block right here, for example. You can then click on the dot next to where it's written variable and drag it with your mouse to an empty space. As you can see, a pop-up menu will appear to select the variable you want to change the value of. So we're going to select variable red pill taken, and it has been connected. It is still set up as false, as you can see underneath, so you need to double click on it if you want to change it and edit it. And you can then under value select true. So we'll set ours to true, and we can then connect our assign block with the choice block that we created earlier. So you just need to connect it with red so that when the user will select the red pill, the value of a variable will change to true as we selected it. We can now create a dialog block right next to it after, and as we don't have to change anything, you can directly connect the blue choice to the dialog block right there, and therefore we have one true and one false variable. The true variable is if the red pill is taken, and the false variable is if the blue pill is taken. And we can now write a conditional sentence in our dialog block. So for example, the character can pass that block to enter and play if he has taken the blue pill, for instance. So you can click on your block and add a sentence to the dialog box. So first we'll choose a character. Let's take, for example, Nicholas. And he'll say that if you have chosen the blue pill, you can enter the matrix. So we need to create now then a condition block which will allow us to test a condition. So to create a condition block is just the same as the other. It is the ping block, as you can see, and as the Boolean variable is already true or false, we simply need to click on the dot next to condition and drag it along to choose our variable that you can see right there, which is now connected to our condition block. So the condition block is the consequence of an action taken in a previous choice block. So for example, if you choose the blue pill and not the red pill, you can enter the matrix. And thanks to this condition block, you can now verify if you've taken the right pill to enter the matrix or not. And you can now create two dialog blocks for the different consequences your choice will have. So if you've taken the red pill, then you need to connect it to a dialog block that will tell you that you can sadly not enter the matrix because your variable is true. And if you've taken the blue pill, then the variable is false and you can enter the matrix, as you can see. And we can now verify our conditions. So to do so, you just have to play the current module. You'll have two windows pop up, the playtest and the debug window. In the debug window, you can go to variables, and here you'll be able to see the value of your variable change according to the choice you make within the scenario. So let's play it and, for example, choose the red pill. As you can see, our variable has turned to true. And in the storyline, the condition was if you take the red pill, you cannot enter the matrix. And you can see that it verifies right there. The condition block is redirected to the dialog box where Nicholas explains the consequences of the previous action. And this is it. Congrats, you just gave your scenario its very first intelligence. You are now ready to create an in-depth simulation where every link in the storyline can change by an infinity of variable. I hope this tutorial was useful to you, and we will see you in a very next video. Thank you.